following example is taken from Davd Hume's A Treatise of Human Nature and Kenneth Shepsley's Analyzing Politics. The purpose of the example is to demonstrate the potential for self-interest to create cooperation between individuals without the need for coercion. There's a marsh covering two neighboring farms. Each farmer wants the marsh to be drained so they can plant more crops and reduce the mosquito population. Draining the marsh provides a benefit for both farmers. Further, draining the marsh can be done individually or together. Should they choose to work together to clear it? If both farmers cooperate to clear out the marsh, then they both get the benefit of cleared fields. However, the effort of marsh clearing only leaves each of them enough time to plant a few crops. If only one farmer clears out the marsh, then both fields will be clear for planting. The farmer who cleared out the marsh will only have time to plant a few crops, while the other farmer gets plenty of planting time. Each farmer, in order to maximize their crops and minimize their work, wants the other farmer to clear out the marsh while they tend to their fields. But if the farmers don't cooperate, they can't be sure that the other will do any marsh clearing at all. If neither farmer clears out the marsh, then they will have extra time to plant their crops. However, the marsh will overtake the fields, and they'll end up with fewer crops than ever. In considering only the immediate reward, the farmers may decide that the best chance at a successful farm is to tend to their fields and hope that the other farmer clears out the marsh. But what are the long-term consequences of this decision for each farmer? This is referred to as the paradox of cooperation. Neither farmer does anything, which means they receive no benefit. But they could have received some benefit if they had cooperated. In this case, individualistic behavior has produced a situation less preferred by both farmers than an available alternative. While this example is an important way to understand failures in cooperation, it does not capture all of human interaction. Specifically, it does not tell us what happens when this is a repeated relationship. The marsh will have to be drained each year, and the farmers will need each other's assistance for other projects such as barn building, getting tractors out of the mud, or rescuing livestock from aliens. Because of this, the farmers are aware that their actions may have enduring consequences. If the farmers decide to cooperate to clear out the marsh, then each will only get the chance to plant a few crops. However, the farmers, now that they have helped each other clear out the marsh, are on friendly terms and may be more inclined to help each other out again in the future. The consequences of that first decision about the marsh have resulted in benefits to both farmers in the long run. Both farmers have accepted the trade-off of fewer crops for the long-term benefits of neighborly cooperation. While the previous scenario provides an ideal outcome, this is not always the case. If one farmer plants crops while the other farmer clears out the marsh, they will get the benefit of the extra time and end up with more crops. However, the other farmer, upset about the extra work and fewer crops, will become resentful of the other farmer. This resentment turns into destructive behavior aimed at the other farmer. The consequences of that first decision about the marsh have escalated into an all-out feud.